Hello everyone, it's Orlando here and I love Among Us. Today I'm going to give you 12 tips that you need to know if you play Among Us. The first 4 tips are for crewmates and the last 8 tips are for imposters. Is it you? Tip 1. So let's say you have the weapons download data task and you have the admin swipe card task. The weapons download data task is a 2-step process. So you have to download the data and weapons and upload it in admin. Do the download task in weapons first, then go down to upload it in admin, then do your admin swipe card, so you don't have to do multiple rounds going back and forth. Tip 2. Save visual tasks for when you get framed. So if someone's accusing you of being the imposter, you just say, I have weapons, or I have medbay, or I have shields. And then after that meeting, in the next round, you go and do that task so you're safe. Tip 3. You have to use the cameras to your advantage. So let's say if Black walks into navigation with Purple, then Purple comes out of navigation without Black, then goes back in, and Black's dead body is reported, you know it was Purple. Tip 4. In electrical, you have this giant wall, alright? And because of the black line thingies, you can't see who's behind it unless you go all the way around. But you can actually catch someone venting. You stand where you fix the lights and you look upwards. You can close the tasks tab if you need to. And you wait until the vent opens. Then if you see someone coming down past the wall, then you know that they're the imposter. Tip 5. Now these tips are if you're an imposter. Don't kill someone you've been seen with. So if, let's say, I've been seen running with Purple, right? And then I decide to kill them, the people who saw me running with Purple, and then they see Purple's dead body, they know that I killed Purple because I was with them last. But don't do that. Don't kill someone you've been seen with, because that's a big mistake. Very big. Tip 6. This is quite obvious, but don't close the doors of a room, go in and then vent out. Someone's going to see you. Then they'll go call an emergency meeting and it's going to be all over Red Rover. Tip 7. Unless you're doing my strategy. My strategy? I came up with a way to close 2 doors, vent, kill someone, come back out when the doors open. It might seem confusing, but I'm going to explain how. So what you have to do is you go down into admin, check that there's someone in security. In this case, I'm playing in free play mode, so there is someone in medbay, but ignore them. And then you go up to medbay. On your way, you close the doors of security. Once you get into medbay, you close the doors, you vent into security, kill them, vent back in to medbay, and the doors are closed so no one can see you. Go to the right side so people think you were doing the inspect sample task or your medbay scan, then come back out of medbay. Or you could do it with electrical. Go to admin, see if there's no one in electrical but there's someone in medbay. Go down to electrical, close the doors of medbay, close the doors of electrical while you're in there, and then vent into medbay, kill that person, vent into electrical, and come back around. Tip 8. You have to know how long tasks take to fake them. So if you go to the fixed wiring, stand there for 1 second and then come back out, then they're going to know you're the imposter. Or if you stand there for like 10 seconds, they're going to know you're the imposter as well. Wiring tasks usually take 4 to 6 seconds. Admin swipe task for some people takes a long time, 10 seconds. The start reactor task takes a long time.
"2,000 years later."
When you're a crewmate, just count roughly how long each task takes so that you know how long to fake them when you're the imposter. Tip 9. You have to know where the visual tasks are and what they are. A visual task is an animation-based task, so you can see it happening instead of them just standing there doing wires. The medbay scan is a visual task. You can see the green thing going up and down. The clear asteroids task in weapons is a visual task. You can see outside of the ship the cannons firing. The prime shields task in shields is a visual task. You can see the little shield panels going on there. And the clean trash chute in storage is a visual task. Tip 10, you have to know where vent pathways lead and what vents are on the cameras. There's only one vent that's on the cameras, and that's in the hallway between O2 and navigation. You can also see if someone is watching the cameras if the red light is blinking on them. The vent in admin leads to the cafeteria vent and the vent in the hallway of navigation and O2. The shields vent leads to the bottom vent of navigation. The top vent of navigation leads to the weapons vent. The top vent of reactor leads to the upper engine vent. The bottom vent of the reactor leads to the lower engine vent. And the vent in electrical leads to the medbay and the security vent. Tip 11, if you're playing with your siblings and they have a visual task like weapons, you have to kill them but tell them not to do weapons just yet. Then, when you get framed as the imposter, you say, hey, I have weapons. And you get your sibling or whoever else is playing with you to go over to weapons the same time you do and start doing the weapons task, and you just stand there. So the other people can see outside of the ship that the cannons are firing. Or you could do it with shields, but you can't do it with medbay. You can do it with storage, but you can't do it with medbay. And tip 12, only if you get caught venting, you have to sabotage either O2 or reactor or lights, because they can't call an emergency meeting when there's a crisis happening. Or if you have bad luck, they can find a dead body and report it and say it's you, and then you get ejected, which is sad. Thank you so much everyone for watching. That was my last tip. I hope these are helpful. Comment, like and subscribe if these tips helped you. And if they didn't, please like and subscribe. It would be deeply appreciated.
Deeply appreciated.
Bye guys. Go do my admin swipe card.